Actually, I wanted to discuss the document I sent today, my spreadsheet. Did you go through it?
Yeah, I saw it, but I saw it on my phone, so I didn't see it on my computer.
Okay, great. I'm gonna share this.
Yeah, well,
Dude, I wanted to talk to Martin. How it's good that Helen is on this call. We can discuss. We can discuss that document because
what is
that's
that JPL on?
what.
The stats one, no?
It's not stats. It's the. I'll show you one second. Martin, are you on your computer?
No, on my phone.
Okay, cool. Anyway, that's fine. I
Yeah,
think
on mobile.
you should be able to see it regardless. Let me see. Oh, it comes with conditions. Can you share my screen? Can you guys see my screen?
Yeah.
No. Here is the division of the world. Let me tell you this is the final version. Sorry, I'm zoomed in too much. Let me zoom in and pull out. Oh, yeah, more. So, are you able to see my spreadsheet a little bit, even though you're on your phone?
Yeah, I see it in the numbers.
Can't see the numbers, right? Because it's
Mhm.
No, I can see your hours.
you're on your computer. You can
You're on
obviously.
your computer. I'm on my phone.
Oh, yeah, I can call this on the phone.
So, okay, nonetheless, so this is what I'm releasing today. I told you guys last Saturday that I'm consolidating the offer for pre June 20th, what is going to happen. So what people are going to qualify for by signing up. And so since then, I've reverse engineered all of the points of the offer, and I've packaged it up into a document, which is not this. This is just one part of it. But I've packaged it up into a document that I'll be releasing tomorrow, which would be Sunday Eastern, uh, to everybody. And then that will be the guiding document or the guiding offer or the single solitary offer until June 20th. So um, I'll tell you guys what's a part of it, and then we can talk about how that works into the spreadsheet and why the spreadsheet is relevant. So just give me a sec. Okay. So here is the Constitution. 150. It is inclusive. So basically, and this, if I kind of like speak now or forever be silent type of thing, because after today we won't be able to change this, and whatever goes out tomorrow is kind of written in stone. So it's good if we just. I wanted to get one last opinion from all of you guys before it goes out. So the first thing to understand is, and I just want to make sure no guests are on. Okay, it's just Shay. She was on the call yesterday. Cool. Well, let me know if a guest joins, and then even if a guest joins, I think we should continue this discussion, but we can at least address them. Cool. So, yeah. So first point is there's a cap. There's a hard cap. Okay, and this cap is 1,500 affiliates, or I've been calling them great affiliates. And GREAT is an acronym that stands for Garage Regional Executive Affiliate Territory. So GREAT. So just call them great affiliates because that's much simpler.
Started name change over Jen.
That is this. Yeah, because Genesis insinuates that it's so only relevant because they're there at the beginning. It's actually not about them only being there at the beginning. It's about them being the kind of leadership of the entire.
Well, that, yeah.
Yeah, it's an ongoing thing. This position is an ongoing thing. Now, certain people who are there at the beginning may fall out of the great affiliate pool, but that's fine. The first 1,500 people that join are going to be given the opportunity to be a part of it. But depending on how those people want to continue working, they may fall out of it, and that's completely fine. That's according to their own volition. But yeah, anytime I say great, that just means this top tier of people. Okay. So the hard cap prior to June 20th is 1,500 great affiliates and 500 garage founders. Okay. So we have Patrick on the call. Alan, your friend is here. Do you want to? Me and him were supposed to speak, right, about his SEO tool?
Yeah, actually, I never got to talk to him about it, but that was the plan. I passed it on to his partner and Bill, about that.
Yeah.
I think it's all relevant point. Patrick, you there?
I'll be here.
Okay, good. I was telling Shorupan in depth a little bit about the unbelievable SEO program that you have that you had built, automated and stuff. And I don't
Why
know.
do you have to lie so much?
And while I'm downplaying, I'm trying. My downplaying. Anyways, I was telling you about it, and I know you're with what's his name? Couple with you. Yeah, isn't Bob probably part of it?
Gary.
Well, Gary's my partner.
Gary's part of it, and Bob. Anyways, I know Gary's part of it, but I just thought maybe we could get together just maybe for 10 minutes. I'd like you to just sort of give Shorupan a briefing, because I think really it's a product that absolutely has to be in. I think it's really amazing what it can do, and probably from Shorupan to really up with what he's bringing anyways.
It's probably easier to explain than show because it's pretty complicated to not be prepared to show something. Unless
Yeah,
Gary's
well,
got it
right.
now.
We have to schedule a different call to do that, but I think we can do that after this call or whenever Patrick is available.
Yeah.
He can go through it. Cool.
Anyway, I just wanted to, put out really 10 good points to you,
We have also Natoya. Is Natoya new, or has she already seen the presentation?
Yes. She's a guest of Sharon. She was there last night.
He was there last night. I guess my question, Martin, is do I have to do the presentation or can I continue with what we're discussing?
You could continue. She's already in.
Okay, great. So
I'll use the printer.
Welcome, Natoya.
Welcome, Natoya. Welcome, Shay, and Pat.
Yeah, thank you. You might need to, because I have two guests that I'm trying to get to come on to see the
Cool.
presentation.
Cool. If they come on, I'll do it. It's not an issue. Yeah, just let
Let him know when.
Right.
Just let me know when they come on, okay? Because I'm showing these guys something in the meantime. And
Okay.
I may
no
have to
problem.
log on and come back because I've got the whole funnel of 75 of websites behind you. You know, that deep funnel.
Oh no. That's because I'm looking at myself. Now
Okay.
so yeah, yes. So okay, also we have Gary. Gary has also seen the presentation, right? So
Yes.
that's Patrick's partner, or that's
Patrick.
Yeah, his partner.
great.
Gary.
Great. So Natoya, Natoya, let me know if they come on, okay? If not, I'll continue with this. So just for everyone else's reference that's on the call, I'm showing something, assuming everyone that's in the call has already joined Garage. This is actually a very exclusive conversation that I wanted to show the existing people about what is coming on June 20th. However, there are some people who are anticipating guests. If those guests arrive, then we'll do the presentation as kind of normally scheduled. If those guests don't arrive, then I'll continue with this. That's kind of the structure of it. Okay, cool. Well, coming back to this, what are we looking at for June 20th in terms of access? Like what is happening? What is coming out on June 20th that is not currently there? That's important. We have a hard 1,500 affiliates and 500 founders. So that's also important to understand. That means that, sorry, I'm just going to mute everyone so that there isn't any background. Yeah. So Why that's important is because right now we're sitting at, let's check, 644 affiliates and 56 companies. So that means there's 856 spots left. If all of these people end up paying, because some people haven't paid, so I have to check that. But assuming they pay, there would be 856 spots, 856 spots left. And here there is 444 spots left. Okay. So after that number is reached, whether we reach these numbers in the next 2 weeks or whether we reach them on June 19th, run day before the launch, that's it. Nobody else can sign up after that until June 20th. So it's a pretty aggressive hard cap. Coming to what is going to be there on June 20th. I had briefly mentioned this last week, but I'll be typing it out again just so everyone sees, and it will also be included inside of the offer document that goes out to all existing members tomorrow. So number one is all of the pending technology components. So everything that's already there, plus all of the mobile apps, e-commerce, crypto. Like this Tuesday, there's Garage Pay coming out which allows for crypto payments and crypto payouts. It basically includes like another 15 or 20 very big and aggressive technology components, as well as the perfection of all of the existing ones. A better way to look at it is that after June 20th, there really won't be much change on the tech front, and everything that is there on June 20th will be highly stable, and there won't be any more ambiguity. Leading up to the 20th, there will be kind of this continuous, hey, this is coming out on this date, this is coming out. So people will still be in the state of flux because everything is being released so aggressively. However, after June 20th, what's there is there, and all the tech will be live. So that's one thing. The second thing that will be there is two 24/7 available call centers. So this is two call centers I'm building, one for affiliates, one for founders. So again, this is a really expansive function. So after the 20th, if anyone has any customer service issue or any type of technical issue, or they just need questions answered, I'm building two call centers from scratch, which will be available by phone or WhatsApp, phone, whatever the method is, where anyone around the world can call at any time and get their question answered. Right now, this is kind of being managed by us, meaning me and some people on my team, which obviously is a bottleneck. This will be 24/7 humans available to answer every question from every potential lead. So that is there on the 20th. You have 500 e-commerce companies selling physical products with at least 10 products each. So that will be live that's already something that us as corporate is putting into place. You could just do the math. That basically means 5,000 products to monetize off. We specifically chose e-commerce companies with 10 physical products because we want the function of people being able to make money off of the most diverse set of products possible. So again, that's more of a validation of the two-sided network effect. The same two-sided network effect that I speak on every single webinar is validated, because basically what you're going to have on opening day is 1,500 affiliates and 500 businesses. That is way more than enough to achieve the escape velocity that I always speak of. So that's one of the initiatives that we're putting into place. Out of these 500 companies, 5 of them will be very recognizable brands. So this is, I mentioned last week as well. My spelling is atrocious. So recognizable brands. We as corporate, we've already developed the relationships to make the 5 that everybody will know this. This will be like a WeWork or an Adidas or like a Samsung There'll be 5 companies out of the 500 that validate that even the biggest companies on planet Earth can be a part of Garage. 5 of these companies, 5 of them will be hardcore custom MLM offices as well. So this is different, obviously, than the 5 recognizable brands. But out of these 500, 5 of them will be super hardcore MLM companies that have launched on Garage, which give people the more conventional ability to make money with MLM. So this is in terms of the supply side of the business. This is what will be present on that day. Okay, so that's great. Now coming to item number 4. Item number 4 will, I forgot what was. Oh yes, the Garage press run. So this is only relevant in terms of a macro marketing strategy. But before June 20th, Garage would have been featured in about 100 news publications. So we're going on this kind of corporate press run. This just makes it easier for affiliates and businesses to promote us because there will be a lot of kind of traditional mainstream media coverage. This includes 5 this includes 5 really established news publications from the US and 5 really established news publications from India, as well as maybe another several dozen average news publications around the world that would have done a press story on Garage, thus making it kind of just increasing the credibility. What was the next things? 24/7, 500 Garage press run. Oh yeah, 2 industry specific office booths. So this is, we will have, in addition to our entire regular ecosystem of people being able to launch offices, it will also include an additional additional industry specific offices for the cryptocurrency industry as well as the insurance industry. So that if people are in those industries, they'll get everything we've always discussed, plus more tools, which are relevant only for them, where that obviously just helps us penetrate those markets. Those won't be the only 2 that we ever do. Those are just the additional 2 that we're starting off with, because we have lots of kind of leverage in those industries. Then we have, I'm surely missing one thing, but I don't. Oh, yeah, the launch of Garage University. So Garage University is, I'm going to film basically something in the vicinity of like 1,000 videos with like this kind of professional studio here in terms of includes. So Garage University will be an office in Garage that has all the training videos, all the sales and marketing videos, all of the courses for every type of user that comes on Garage. In other words, if people actually have the initiative to learn how to use the entire Garage ecosystem by themselves, they can just go to Garage University. It's completely free, but it will have all these kind of professionally shot videos teaching people how to use Garage, sell Garage, for both from a founder's perspective and from a customer's perspective, from an affiliate's perspective. What's cool about that is, let's say you don't have this initiative, let's say you don't want to sit through the videos, you are, meaning you don't have that desire, and somebody just wants to get a question answered, they can still just never go to this and just call the call center, and there'll be somebody available to help them. So for people that want to take initiative, we have a really cool resource. For people that don't want to take initiative and wants it done for them, we will have that resource. And I'm just thinking now. Tag offers. Cool. So this is what we're talking about in terms of what will be there on June 20th. And this is really important because after this date and after the release of all of this infrastructure, there really isn't the feeling that you're getting in on something early is gone after June 20th. That feeling exists right now because these things are not in place. But after June 20th, that feeling is gone. Anyone joining after June 20th is essentially joining a well-oiled machine that has everything from top to bottom already published, with all the press coverage in the world and all of the content shot and all of the tech and mobile apps and this and everything already live. And thus there's a real difference between the people that joined before 20th and after 20th. And I can't emphasize this enough. And actually, you're about to see just from the offer structure, the degree of that difference. So what is the offer? What is the offer for pre-June 20th joinees? Okay. So the first thing is we are only looking, so we don't expect any of the 500 businesses to be recruited by the affiliates. If any affiliate brings us a business before June 20th, that's great. We will have, it's going to be fabulous for them. If any affiliate brings us one of these 500 e-commerce companies or these 5 recognizable brands or 5 MLMs, or they bring us another 100 digital companies, that's great. That doesn't change anything. We as a corporate will already have the 500 ourselves, and anyone that brings us the company, that's great. So I'm only going to discuss the affiliate side, not the company side, because prior to the 20th, we're looking for, we will have these 500 and they will be selling physical products. But any additional companies that come on board, that's great. So now let's talk about what the affiliates are getting. So I want to call these people great affiliates, which is again an acronym for Garage Regional Executive Affiliate Territory, which means nothing until I explain it, but that's what great means, by the way. This is an acronym. Okay, so this is what they get, and I'll tell you at the end what they pay for. So if you're one of the remaining 856 slots, or if you're one of the existing 644 people who haven't paid and you do pay, this is what you qualify for. Number one, you obviously get all the existing offer, right? So for becoming, you get, let me get here, great. Okay, you get the standard features with current registration. So this is you pay $25, you get the ability to make money from every company, you get the comp plan management, you get everything that you currently get. That's obvious. Okay. Number two, you get 3 months of network chains for free. Network chains is, we're going to be selling it at $36 per month per person. Okay. And actually, it's available immediately for anyone to try out. Me and Alan did a call this morning. He doesn't know that entire call was on network chains and it was like flawless. And so everyone can start using network chains today as a Zoom alternative and a Calendly alternative, as a CRM alternative, as an AI contact manager alternative. But okay, even if you don't use it for any of those other things, you can literally use it as a Zoom alternative. You just go to network chains, log in with your Garage account, go to Meet and start a new meeting, literally like you would in Google Hangout or Google Meet. And you can invite anyone. They don't need to be a part of Garage. It's just a meeting software. You can invite anyone you want. And you have unlimited meeting minutes here. And of course, this is just one of the 3 main USPs for network chains. The other 2 are the Calendly as well as the AI CRM prospecting tool that we are selling for $36 per month. And that is the big consumer product. That is the product that we plan on selling to every non-business owner. And so if you sign up as an affiliate before June 20th, or if you sign up as a great affiliate before June 20th, you get 3 months of network chains for free. Number 3 part of this offer, you get 3 distributor offices for 3 months for free. So for those of you that know, we have 2 types of offices that we sell to business owners. One is a distributor's office, which costs $48 per month. I'll put there 48 USD or $48 per month. And the other one is a founder's office, which we sell for $96 per month. Okay. If you are a great affiliate, meaning you sign up for this affiliate program prior to June 20th, you're one of these 1,500 people, you get 3 months network chains for free for yourself. You then get 3 offers, 3 licenses to give to your friends who want to launch distributor offices where they don't pay anything for 3 months. So that is $48 times 3 in terms of dollar value. And the only requirement for your friends to be able to qualify for that offer when you give it to them is that they have at least 5 affiliates that join their distributor's office within those 3 months. So that they have at least 5 affiliates that joined their distributor's office within the 3 months. And that's all they need to do. They would have that anyway if they're going to get a distributor's office, or why would you get one within the first 3 months? And then they don't pay for 3 months. So that's something that we're giving to the great affiliate as a part of their opening offer. In addition to that, they will be getting, the great affiliate will be getting 1 license for founder's office for 12 months. So that's the $96 office that you will be able to give to your friend, a different friend than the 3 distributors, but a founder's office where you will be able to cover them for 12 months. So that's $96 times 12 in terms of a freebie given to the great affiliate. The only prerequisite here is that within the first 60 days of them opening their founder's office, they have to do 10 sales. Let me be clear on what that even means. You're onboarding a founder, he has a real product to sell. Let's say he's selling shoes. Hopefully it will be physical. So he's selling shoes. That means when you give him this free founder's office for 12 months, you have to tell him, hey, if to qualify for this free office, we'd love to give it to you because I'm a great affiliate. I have one of these to give away. You just have to make sure you do 10 sales of your shoes, not of our products, of whatever the hell that you're selling. Just make sure you can do 10 transactions within the first 60 days. Okay, great. So the last thing, so just to be clear, what we were saying was you get, if you are one of the great affiliates, you get obviously all the stuff that comes with the regular affiliate. You get 3 months network chains for free. You get 3 distributor licenses, 3 distributor offices for 3 months that you can hand out to your friends. You get 1 founder's office for 12 months that you can hand out to your friend. And finally, and the most profound one is, you get 1 free territory. Okay? So now this is where the concept of territories becomes really crucial. I hope you guys can see my screen. The spreadsheet is there with all of the garage territories. So I contemplated a lot on how to do this, and I finally concluded I was going to do this by population. I was going to divide up the world into population. That's what me and Alan had actually originally contemplated. But Alan, if you had looked at this spreadsheet that I sent yesterday, I sat with my accounts team and with everyone at Garage to be able to finalize this. I realized dividing it by population, saying like every 5 million or every 1 million makes no sense because of the way that cities are built. So if you take a city like Toronto and that has 5, I don't know how many people live in Toronto now, but let's just say it's what?
It's 6 million.
Yeah. So when you would draw maps, which is preposterous. Like, okay, well, you got to cut out Mississauga because it's like 1 million people. So that's just it. When we looked at it, that's just ridiculous. So what I've actually done is I've went and had my team create this divide the territories by provinces. So this is a breakup of every province or state, whatever, depending on what your country calls it. Every province or state. So each territory just represents a province or state in every country. And it includes China, because originally I was going to exclude China, but it includes China. And if you go through this, the total number of provinces or states across every single country on planet Earth comes to 3,123. Okay, so there are 3,123 territories for Garage. Each one of them represent one state and or province across the world. It still excludes Iran, Syria, and North Korea for obvious reasons, but it does include China. Now, when you divide it up like this, it's nice and clean, right? So if I do come here and I go to Canada, it's Canada, I have boom, Canada, Alberta, British Columbia, Manitoba, New Brunswick. It's very clean. There's no confusion as to if you get that territory, you're carving out this city or carving out that city or carving out this population, or what happens if the business is here. No, if you get Manitoba, you get all of Manitoba. But by doing it like this, you obviously have very different population sizes per territory, right? So if you just take Canada, Alberta has, and this is based on 2022. I believe, one second, I'll tell you the exact data structure is based on 2022, I believe. If not 2022, 2023, but not 2026, because we don't have these numbers for 2026. But whatever the case is, if you own Alberta, your territory comprises of 4.4 million people, versus if you own the Northwest Territories, your territory comprises of 44,000 people. So there's just a dramatic difference in some of these territories. And so that's fine. Because of that, we're going to price every territory differently. And so I wanted to come up with the formula that can actually do this in a way that makes mathematical sense and doesn't leave this up to kind of like ambiguous price. Like everything is not going to be priced equally, and it doesn't even make sense to do that. So what I decided was to take the total GDP. Now, what does GDP means? It means so in case of, let's say, Alberta's GDP is $340 billion. This is as of 2022 or 23. It's not the latest one. The latest one would slightly be more, but just keep the math for 22. So $340 billion, which means all the businesses in Alberta sold that much stuff. They could have sold it to somebody outside of Alberta. It still comprises Alberta GDP. That just means that the company that sold that stuff is based in Alberta. Okay? So in this case, it's $340 billion as of 2022. My then basis for the rest of my math, I'm sorry, I'm just going to mute whoever else is there. Yeah. So the basis for the rest of my math is if Garage actually achieves mass market penetration in that region, how much could we increase sales by in that region? To give you guys somewhat of a framework on how big a platform like Garage could get in a given region, let's look at another payment gateway, because we're fundamentally a payment gateway with a bunch of tools built on top. If you go to Stripe, which is probably the best online payment gateway in the world, Stripe currently processes, this is staggering, currently is in charge of 1.62% of global GDP. 1.62% of all commerce that happens on planet Earth runs through Stripe. That is trillions of dollars in terms of volume. We don't need to get that big. What I'm saying is, if we give every business in a given region the power to use affiliates to sell their product, how much could we increase their sales? I've taken a pretty modest number. I've said that we can increase their sales by 0.1%, not 1%. It's not even 1%. If they're selling $100 worth of stuff today, I'm not even saying that with Garage they're going to sell $101. I'm saying they're going to sell $100.10. 0.1% increase in whatever they sold. And that's simply because not every single company in that area will use Garage. But that's what I'm saying. This is based on some critical mass number. If you take 0.1% as the total increase, now you would basically say in Alberta, if it's 340 billion, we would be increasing sales in critical mass. I put a 10-year goal on this. So this is speaking 10 years into the future, right? 10 years, 314 million. So if we give every company in Alberta the ability to use affiliates to promote their product, I believe we can increase the GDP of Alberta by 314 million, which is not 1%, but 0.1%. If the owner of the territory is essentially getting 1% on that, not 1% on the GDP, that's impossible. That's what Stripe does. And we're saying that's impossible. We're saying 1% on the 0.1% increase, the person that owns Alberta will be pulling in $3.4 million per year. This is all per year numbers, not per month. Now, I've then taken that and I've divided it by 10. Because I think it will take 10 years to accomplish this in a given territory. Do I actually believe that? No. I think we, in certain areas, will do it much faster. But I put it as 10 to be conservative. So just like you would value like a franchise or something or a piece of real estate, you would say, okay, let's amortize this over 10 years, which means the price of owning Alberta should be $340 $240,000. And that's obviously not even fully comprehensive because Alberta's GDP grows every year over the next 10 years. The population only gets bigger. No population is shrinking. Although that's an interesting argument, is the population is shrinking, but that's irrelevant for now. So this is how you price a territory. Now, Alberta's 340,000, but if you go to St. Peter, which is in Barbados, which only has 12,000 people, the price of the territory is $230 because the GDP is just not a lot. Even if you increase it, even if you give everybody affiliate marketing, it's just not going to be a lot. The nature of the business is there. So if you, again, Alberta's $340,000, which means because you'll be making 3.4 million, look at Ontario. Ontario has a GDP of $825 billion as of 2022. Your income on increasing Ontario's GDP by 0.1%, and then you're only taking 1% of 0.1% is 8.2 million. Divide that by 10 years, it's at least worth 820,000. The biggest singular economy on this page is California, and it is mind-blowing. California is the largest single state economy on planet Earth. It is, if it was an individual country, it would be the 4th largest country on planet Earth as GDP. So if we type in California, and there's actually, I didn't know this, but there's a state in Mexico called Baja California. Who knew? But if you go to actual California in the US, California's GDP, California first has a population of a staggering 40 million people, which is the size of all of Canada. Their GDP in 2022 is $3.8 trillion. That's about the size of India's GDP, which is number 4 as a country. So 3.8 trillion, 1.1% increase is still a staggering 3.8 billion. Your income would be 38 million, and divided by 10, the value of California's territory is $3.8 million. And so I think I've taken the most conservative numbers that you can imagine and mathematically oriented this for every single territory on planet Earth. I just want to include China is included, all the Chinese provinces are included, but the other 3 countries are not. We will be auctioning all of these on June 20th, which is an auction of 3,123 territories. Now, if you are a great affiliate, which means you are one of the first 1,500, you get your first choice of a territory for free. So, by being one of the first 1,500, you get to take one territory home for free. Now, you obviously don't get to keep it for free because if I'm actually selling them for anywhere remotely close to these prices, you do not just get to join and pay $20 or $25 and take home New York or California or whatever in any of the big places in the world and just sit on it. No, if you are a great affiliate, we are ready to extend a territory for free because we want you a part of this total top leadership team, and you have to hit a certain amount of business onboarding per quarter. What that number is dependent on the territory you take. If you take California, you can best believe it's enormous because the payoff is enormous. So one free territory with a number of business minimum onboarding per quarter, okay? Based on the territory, okay? Territory, okay? And this is what the pre-June affiliates get. Let me explain again. You get all the standard stuff that you get with the regular garage affiliate. You get 3 months worth of network change for free. You get 3 distributor licenses for free for 3 months. You get 1 founder's license free for 12 months. And you get your pick of a territory where you don't have to pay us up front, but we will extend it to you where you pay nothing, so as long as you can maintain the business onboarding velocity. And then everything else goes up for sale. And then if you don't hit your quota, let's say you take a big state, I wouldn't recommend taking any big states because the quota will be so high, it does not make sense. But if you do take a big state and you don't hit it, then we will take it back and we'll put it up for auction. Now, finally, this is the final component of this. Whoever is going to end up being part of the territory ownership they don't just make money from their territory, but 50% of the total value, and this number is the only thing I still have to tweak before I send this out. Some percentage, I think it should be 50% of the total income that they take will be then divided up amongst all territory owners. So similar to like the NFL or the NBA, the way they have a collective profit sharing pool. So if you buy in, you will, or you might be getting something prorated depending on how big your territory is. I'll figure that out, but that will also be there so that everybody gets to benefit from everyone else. Okay, now what does it comes down to? And the only thing I have to figure out is what is that prorated number, but it will be something that's shared with everybody. Okay, what do you have to do to qualify to be a great affiliate? You have to, what do you have to do to qualify to be a great affiliate? To be a great affiliate, great standing for whatever this long acronym, Garage Regional Executive Affiliate Territory means, is you have to sign up before June 20. So all of you guys who have already qualified for that part of it, sign up before June 20th. Okay. And you need to buy an additional 3 spots for your friends. 3 spots for your friends. That is it. Let me repeat that. That means if Alan wants to qualify for this offer, he needs to sign up and pay his $25, which he's done. He needs to, in addition to that, buy 3 more spots that he's going to give away on June 20th. He's just pre-purchasing 3 spots, 3 $25 spots, not 3 offices, 3 $25 spots. 3 $25 spots, which he will give away on June 20th. So his total investment is $100, equals $100 US. $25 for him and 3 spots that he bought for his friend. And then on June 20th, he gets to give those 3 spots to whoever he wants. It's not like we're just charging you an extra $75. You're just actually giving that to somebody. Okay. So that means every great affiliate, and remember, there's basically spot for 1,500 great affiliates, is to qualify to be one, needs to buy themselves in, which almost all of them have, and they need to buy 3 more spots. And that means that pre-launch day, on the pre-launch event, which will be globally streamed to YouTube and the whole world, we will have the 1,500 great affiliates, obviously, plus their 3 friends that they've paid for, which is 1,500 multiplied by 4, which is 6,000 affiliates will be on the platform by June 20th. But all of them kind of anchored by the 1,500 who are in. In exchange for being a great affiliate, you get this absolutely ridiculous over-the-top offer, and this offer only gets better. Every single day, I will be adding new things as to making this offer better because I just want to close out that number of 1,500 as quick as possible. And I want to make sure they're oriented to the highest quality person because between now and June 20th, there is essentially no incentive for me or for anyone else on this call to go after regular people. Because after June 20th, the entire masses will be let in because all of the June 20th access points will be available. And the masses need this stuff. The masses need Garage University and all the press and all the companies already onboarded and 24/7 support and sales and marketing. And they need Alan's comp plan. That happens all after June 20th. Between now and June 20th, I only want to speak to 1,500 top players to whom I will offer the entire kitchen sink or the entire farm, as they say. And those people will be given their entire Garage Great affiliate deal, and their total cost of signing up is that they have to pay $25 for themselves and onboard and pay for 3 of their friends. And that is it. And so this is the only thing that will be sold between now and June 20th. If you have a person who wants to be a regular affiliate, tell them to come back to me after June 20th. If you have somebody who wants to be a regular business owner, tell them to come back to me after June 20th. After June 20th, everybody and their mother will sign up. 6,000 affiliates, 500 companies. If you just start doing the math, the amount of offices that will be given away is already tens of thousands. So it will become a mainstream platform. But until June 20th, I want to speak to the 1,500 most talented people I can get my hands on. So I'd love for anyone to now ask questions about this. If any questions are there. If I do
Well, one question I have is that, so if somebody, like if Gary owns Texas,
yeah.
and I want to sell him something in Texas, does he get a bounty for everything I sell in Texas?
Yeah, the way that we do it is out of the payment processing fee, so it doesn't affect the affiliate commissions. You can sell anywhere in the world as an affiliate. As a business owner, you can sell anywhere in the world. But we do take a payment processing fee because we process all the payments. We kick Gary back in on that. So it's not affecting the business owner or the affiliate. It's just that Gary earns in addition because he owns Texas.
Like 1/10 or 1% or whatever,
Yeah,
because it can't be much.
Can't be much. No, it's 1%. We charge 5%, of which 2.5% goes to Razorpay or Stripe or our payment gateway partners. And then we give Gary 1% and we keep 1.5%. And that can be compressed. So for example, that works for digital products, but if you're selling e-commerce and your margins are like 10%, we compress that. So the total fee could be like 2.5. Gary will still receive 20% of whatever we collect. 1% if it's 5 or 20% of whatever 2.5% is.
Got it. I figured it had to be some kickback to the territorial owner.
Yeah. That's correct. Yeah. That again, so let's say I'm an affiliate. Let's say I have 10 businesses under me. I sign up 10 founders and my businesses could be anywhere in the world. I'm still going to override them because I'm an affiliate and this affiliate commission is baked into that. But based on where those businesses are, the territory owner also gets a kickback, which is what you just explained. Yeah. Or what you just uncovered. Cool.
Yep.
Yeah. Alan, thoughts?
Wow, Phil, those territories are big.
Texas is ridiculous. Texas is also ridiculous, man.
You don't have a company going with 1,000 salespeople to try and take something like that down.
Well, no, that's what I'm trying to say. So payment gateways such as Stripe and like global payments, these massive multi-billion-dollar payment gateways, they do sell territories in this fashion. And those people, the people that own the Stripe territory for like Southern California, have the franchise owner has thousands of salespeople.
Yeah. It's almost like
forget about Stripe. I'm talking about the guy that just is in charge of Los Angeles, has thousands of salespeople. That's how much money is there, right? So you're completely correct. Yeah.
No.
And Alan, I think the math I ran is actually really compelling. It's like what we're saying is all these guys already do payments. Every business on the world already does payments. It's not like we're going in there and like, changing the world on payments. What we're getting to change the world is we're going to all these businesses and say, you've never tried affiliate marketing. Right? Like most of this GDP, if not all of it, is without affiliate marketing. So what happens if you actually add affiliate marketing to all the businesses, or even whatever, not all, but a percentage of the businesses? How much could we increase your net sales? This is your argument about the convenience store, right? Like if there's 4 convenience stores in your neighborhood, one of them adopts affiliate marketing, they will start sucking that volume because people will just be more compelled to promote that business. Right.
Yeah, we're going to their friend and so on. Yeah.
Right. So
I mean, it's no different. It's no different than Amazon. It's affiliate marketing. It's no different than eBay. It's affiliate marketing. So
absolutely. You want
it's
to know
not a foreign concept.
You want to know Amazon's the way that Amazon does affiliate marketing? Because one of our early investors is the Amazon executive, and we're actually trying to partner with Amazon in a couple of different verticals. But their affiliate marketing is emblematic of how Amazon thinks about everything. So if you are an Amazon affiliate, and let's say there's some toaster on Amazon or microwave or something that I want to make money off, I would copy my affiliate link for that microwave and I would send it to Al. And Alan would click it. It just says Amazon.com/microwave or whatever. So Alan clicks it and I only get the commission if he buys within 24 hours. If he clicks on that link and then just forgets about it and comes back in 7 days and buys it, your commission goes to 0 or it drops off by like 90%. And there's actually makes sense. Amazon's point is, you didn't do anything. The guy's only buying because of us, because of Amazon's branding. And so what Amazon is saying is, we'll pay you only if you can facilitate the sale instantly, because if you don't facilitate the sale instantly, it's impossible for Amazon to distinguish, did the sale happen because of your influence, or did it happen because of our influence?
No,
So
that's not true. That's all bullshit. They just cookie you in and they know for sure who it is.
of course. And no, but no, they cookie you in, but they're just saying, even if we know who it is, we don't believe that they're buying because of you.
We believe get there if it wasn't me.
Absolutely. But that is the luxury of a 25-year-old company that already has taken over the world. With us, we're launching an Amazon competitor. Our e-commerce product is an Amazon competitor, and we don't have that luxury in perpetuity. Every merchant on Garage is going to pay affiliates in perpetuity. And the big difference between us and Amazon is obviously that. But the big difference between us and Shopify is Shopify, there's 2 million merchants. Some of them have affiliate programs, actually still very small, like less than 10,000 of them have affiliate programs. But nonetheless, let's say you go to those 10,000 and one of them is selling shirts. Their one Shopify store is selling shirts, and you refer people to that. That store might pay you in perpetuity. But then if one of your Shopify customers goes and buys from a different Shopify store, you don't get any. So not only does Garage pay in perpetuity the commission that was originally promised, it pays across merchants. I mean, that is like mind bending if you're an affiliate marketer, right? Like across merchants means you send somebody a toaster, and if they end up buying a pair of shoes, you get paid. And yeah, we're very keen, we're very excited, and absolutely, yeah, some of these territories are preposterous. Alan, might make sense to do what you're talking about, like combine 100 people for Texas, or like combine the 500 people for Texas, because again, it's also like a practical problem. One person cannot cover Ontario. It's just not feasible. Like it's not even feasible in any capacity. But I also think it's really beautiful how it's divided by province or state and not by like some messy.
So what happens if you buy something in a territory that somebody wasn't dumb enough to put up $10 million for?
Meaning? Like if,
So I want to buy a toaster out of Texas, but nobody has Texas.
oh, then we keep the kickback. The company keeps it. And that's actually going to be true for most of the small territories. I don't think people are going to buy Belize or some South American territory. I mean, although I just said Buenos Aires and some of these territories are massive. Some of the ones in South America. It is incredible when you look at that spreadsheet and you get a picture of the global economy. Like some of these provinces that you wouldn't have thought of are absolutely
Right.
global,
Exactly.
right? But very small too.
Okay, good.
Yeah. And so this becomes a very lucrative, valuable auction. And it's also the most lucrative thing is just for the 1,500 people that get it. That before, I mean, that's just a no brainer, right?
I just got you think about 850 up, right?
850, more than that. It's slightly more than that because all 644 haven't paid. Like some, like most of them have paid, but maybe there's like 200 people that haven't paid. So there's probably like close to 1,000 left.
Wow.
Yeah. Cool.
Kind of it. So, and one thing there was a founder package for 1 year.
Yeah. They get to give it to their friend. They're basically getting a voucher to give it away.
Get me 10 sales or something like that.
Me 10 sales. Get yourself 10 sales.
But I'm saying, in other words, I could keep it then.
Oh, if you have a business, yeah, you can use it. Yeah.
Okay. So I could give it away. I could use it to leverage sales. Same for 3 months, and I have a $36 one. And yeah. So then just extra tools for me to make more sales and get people in for long.
Well, I mean, if you do the math that we're running,
Thanks. Pay to me.
there'll be 1,500 affiliates that have 4 vouchers, right? So each of these vouchers, 3 of them are distributor offices, 1 of them are founder's office. So 1,500 affiliates, they're giving us 4 vouchers. If they use those vouchers, they're going to be onboarding 6,000 businesses, right? 100 by 4, 6,000 businesses, 6,000 offices will be launched just on the back of those 1,500 affiliates giving away their vouchers.
So do you see somebody coming in and buying California, for example?
Yeah, well, 2 things. I don't see somebody having the balls to take California because once I release the quota, you'll understand why it's just so big. But number 2, they won't, in terms of financially, to buy it, they'll just wait until the numbers start to make sense. Until then, the company can keep it. But if you're smart, because it is going to go for sale on June 20th, and it's obviously going to clear at some market price, right? So I can list it at 380,000. Somebody's going to come and put a bid for $5,000 or whatever the minimum is. Somebody's going to take it, right? Somebody is going to clear that price. So it's just a matter of what I just don't think somebody will take it for free. Like, because if you do take it for free, you should be some like existing big sales team to be able to cover that. Know what I mean? The best thing is just to take, like, you can still be 1/10. There's a lot of states that are like Vancouver. I mean, not Vancouver. What is it? British Columbia or any of these places. They're still super lucrative. Like in the UK, in Germany, there are places, they're super lucrative. It's just in California, it's just preposterous, right? Even some of the places in India, it's just preposterous. The scale, the size is so big, right? Cool. So this is what I'm sending out to all affiliates tomorrow as the final the great affiliates offer. And then it's just, but I think it's just a psychological twist. Like, I'm even thinking of shutting down the webinars on a daily basis because there's no point to do consumer webinars until June 20th. All that matters is that we speak one of all 1,500 great affiliates.
Yeah.
Actually, as a great affiliate, I don't even want you signing anybody up until June 20th. Like, let's say I sign up Patrick and Patrick gets so excited and Patrick he buys this package, he buys 3 packages, he does his job, he gets what he wants. And let's say he has 20 people sign up. I don't want those 20 people to sign up because I would say, Patrick, wait until June 20th. Now, if he believes those 20 people can be great affiliates, then he can sign them up. He'll just take up 20 spots. He'll just take up 20 of the 1,500 spots, which is what you want to do, Alan. You just want to put your whole team as a great affiliate, which makes the most sense, right? So come June 20th, it's insane. We're massively leveraged, right?
Yeah.
Cool. Perfect. I think the webinars are needed because we learn something each time we're on one.
And it's a consistency thing. I mean, that's one of the reasons I still want to do them. That's why I haven't fully canceled. I'm just thinking about it. I do think that they provide a consistency and a cadence that's good. Alan, just what I might do is just regress to the EST one and cancel all the other ones, just so that there's a standard one.
If you do the regular one that you're doing, the EST, but instead of doing a regular meeting, the first 30 minutes or 20 minutes would be the funnel. And that funnel is from that 30 minutes. You cut it off and make that funnel. You can play that 24/7, anybody, anytime. And then this one live meeting for half an hour is the latest, greatest update on that daily basis.
Yeah. It's like, basically, if you do it right now, how many days are there until? How many days are there until June 20th? There is 76 days. There could easily be 76 updates between now and June 20th. So we could get on the webinar, like you just said, at Eastern Standard Time to do the standard funnel video pitch, which we have, and then just move on to training. Yeah, great. So thank you guys so much for joining. I will be sending a recording of this later. The next webinar is still scheduled for Monday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And please be on the lookout for the great affiliates offer letter that will be going out tomorrow. And we will see you on Monday. Great. Thanks, guys. Thank you.
Wait a minute. Are we doing a quick one-on-one to Patrick?
I'll send you a network change link and we'll do the video after this. Cool?
Okay, no problem.
Bye, guys. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Patrick, get your number with Bill.
You what?
Or Gary. Your number to Bill or Gary so you can get on this call with us. Okay, see you guys.